attack variant. I personally would go for plus speed. Oh boy. You committed to it. Chat, do you remember this build? This is old, but Tiki comes with brazen attack speed for some reason. So, yeah. This is always a bit awkward though. Reason why it's a bit awkward is because simply you gotta set it up.
That involves surviving a combat.
Yeah, and then afterwards you have a lot of speed, but you're trying to kill them in one shot. Personally, you always keep Solitary Dream, but she comes with Special Fighter. Wait, does she? No, she doesn't. Wait, she does. She does. Okay.
Yep.
I down myself for this moment.
Tiki comes with Bold Fighter.
Right. She comes with Special Fighter, so it's better, in my opinion, to go with a build that gives her every stat. So I personally just threw Fury 3 on her. Fury's really good, but yeah, you're really limited on what you can put on her. Though ideally, because she's an armor hero, but she doesn't perform and act like one, so long as you're alone, attack speed, defense, res +4, and you can move around pretty easily, I would just focus on something that could utilize all the stats and just use her like a more normal hero. And of course, she has DC, and her stats are really good, really balanced. Like good defense, good res, great defense, good speed, great attack, and pretty good okay HP. So personally, I would go back to Special Fighter, and I've seen even Fortress Defense Tikis, but it really depends on what you're trying to do. I personally prefer Fury, which you've done as well. So yeah, Special Fighter into Noontime or something is also really good. That way they hit her and then she just counterattacks and heals, and yeah, that's pretty decent as well. But that's what I would suggest. This Pharaoh, Armor March, Daring Fighter. Isn't this a bit much? 54 HP, 58 attack, 49 speed, 42 defense, 31 res. Slaying Lance, Shove, Gale Force, what? Ghost Sparrow 3, Daring Fighter, Armor March, Flashing Blade. If you had Armor Stride, I think this works really well. But because Hilda has to stay on top of her allies, the Gale Force is kind of wasted, right? Because if you use Gale Force, trigger it, right? So you attack. You attack -2, they attack -1, you attack -2, Gale Force triggers. You got the kill, but you can't commit yourself to the battle or else you'll be stranded without Armor March. So you're using your Gale Force to back off. If you had Armor Stride, though, I definitely can see this working. Other than that, Daring Fight is crazy good. It's a better Desperation with partial null follow-up. And of course, Swift Sparrow gives you more attack and more speed. 56 speed and 64 attack. Yeah, she hits really, really hard. She's also really good defensively. 42 defense and 31 res. Hilda is such a stupidly solid hero. I guess in the context of ether rates, you might not even need her to survive. You might not need that much support, right? But yeah, it depends on who your other hero is. Slaying Lance to guaranteed Gale Force I kind of get, so I get it. It's not bad, it's pretty good actually. I'm just surprised you're going like this. I'll get it if from AHR banner if Edelgard wins. Okay. Then I guess you should vote Legendary Edelgard, which by the way, I don't think is a bad option. Crafty Fighter 2? What'd you take? Wait, Crafty Fighter 2. Oh, Spirited. There it is. Spirited Spear. I wouldn't have gone for Spirited Spear. I think her two best weapons are Candy Cane and Slaying Lance. And until they release a better Lance overall, I think it's between those two. Slaying Spear is really good if you make her defensive, right? If you do Spirit Spear, but the thing is, you have Special Fighter. Once you have Special Fighter, Spirit Spear doesn't do as much for you. My favorite build on Hilda thus far is Special Fighter. Distant Counter Special Fighter. I think that works really well. Chat, was it always this big? Drog in the background is so cool. This is the full art of it. Well, it's not quite full. The Fey art is always cropped a bit. What the heck? Like, this is so cool looking. Holy crap. Microwaving Idol, Mamori, 40 plus 7 plus 10, 48 HP, 58 attack, 28 speed, 51 defense, 41 res. She's still a legend. She's so good, but nobody uses her. Obviously, if you can use her Brave Edelgard, you take Brave Edelgard. But Mirage Axe, Swap, Ignis, Steady Breath, Vengeful Fighter, DR, Near Save, Close Defense. Nice, nice, nice. So when attacked, your defense goes up to 61 and 67. If that's overkill, go plus res. But close defense, your res goes up to 53. So yeah, incredibly high stats all around. DR near save basically means whatever you're using save your skill on, they take just no damage. That defense and res is too ridiculous. Vengeful Fighter means they attack -1, you attack -2, they attack -1, and you ignis them in the face. Then they explode. Wow, isn't that great? But yeah, if a unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants defense res +6 to unit during combat, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Hold on, wait. If it's that way, so if you're gonna use DR near save and Mirage Axe, just use Bonfire, because that's a guaranteed. Wait, no, it's you're using Steady. Oh, I'm being stupid right now. All right, Steady Breaths. Vengeful Fighter is overkill, though, I would say. Unfortunately, I think I know what happened. Because Mamori's pretty old, you didn't get one of the new skills. So I would get Slick Fighter, for example, or Crafty Fighter. Any of the new skills would probably be... Oh, that's right, because you had to take yeah, you couldn't take it. But yeah, if you can get one of the newer skills, it's better. Because once you have Steady Breath, there's no point in Vengeful Fighter anymore. It's better to run any of the other skills, because they have higher, better HP criterias, and they give you an extra buff on top of that. So having Guard or no penalties would hugely improve Mamori. But yeah, aside from that, I understand. Anyways, when you attack, defense res +6, +4, +6, 16, 67 defense. And your res goes up to 54. And with DR near save, add another 4 and 4, and she's guarding. Yeah, I was about to say it's a smoking hot Mamori, as in like it's so good. It's such a great build. Then I realized people would take it wrong because she's like 3 foot tall and doesn't have fully developed limbs. With that said, though, yeah, just replace the B slot. Range oh, holy crap. Attack speed, push, daring fighter, joint drive speed, and brazen attack speed. So long as you take the damage and get yourself in daring fighter and brazen attack speed. The reindeer bow. I mean, you gotta stay near your allies, but it's not so bad. Felix is such a dangerous hero. If only ranged armor heroes can use armor stride, they'd be so good. But yeah, reindeer bow is not bad at all. Attack defense was 5 and guard, nice. 42 defense is pretty good. 61 attack, which turns into 68. With a joint, it's 7 and 5. 12. 57 speed armor, what the fuck? Maybe not brazen attack. Maybe brazen attack res or something. I think he got into speed. But yeah, really good daring fighter hero. Really good hero overall. Glad to see Felix is already +10. He deserves it. He's probably one of the best archers and underrated archers in this game. Fun fact, guys, Felix is actually every bit as good as Edelgard. Oh, sorry. Flame Emperor. I mean Flame Emperor. Because the free-to-play Flame Emperor that you have can't really compete with Felix. Reindeer bow is just a better weapon than what Flame Emperor has. Flame Emperor just has guard, right? Reindeer bow is attack defense +5 and guard. They both score the same. They both have similar stats, except Felix has more speed. So Flame Emperor has mediocre speed that you can commit to, while Felix has actually better stats overall across the board. And then, of course, the bow just breaks it in his favor. Of course, it's a blue archer versus a green axe hero, but generally speaking, Felix is probably better for Raphael. A lot of you guys have made these like really good, really. I'm so surprised, to be honest. I never expected this. I thought if someone wanted to make a 3 houses armor hero, it'd be Christmas Felix. That's what I thought, or Christmas Hilda. I thought it would be between those two. But with that said, he is colorless and he has a lot of attack. It's just his res is falling behind, and his speed, he actually has some speed, which is weird. You would expect him to be min-max a lot more, but he's not. Anyways, interesting hero. You have gone plus attack, makes sense, super boon. He has, I believe, 42 attack at base, which becomes 46. One of the highest attacks in the entire game, if not the highest. It's been a while since I looked at the stats. 55 HP, 63 attack, 32 speed, 43 defense, 30 res, Plebeian bow, smite, noontime, close counter, vengeful fighter, threat attack defense 3, and mystic boost. Threat attack defense is really good, but for consistency reasons, I just take attack smoke. The chances of somebody leaving themselves right outside of range for Raphael to like just debuff them and increase his own stats, unlikely. Attack smoke though is pretty much guaranteed. And once you drop attack smoke on them, attack -19 on them is huge. Essentially makes him unkillable unless they have effective against armored weapons. So yeah, this is really, really good. It's just the C slot skill is too inconsistent for me to suggest. This almost has no value because no one's going to leave a hero within 2 spaces. Unless they're on the verge of losing, in which case it doesn't really matter. So if you're serious about using him in animate defense, go for attack smoke. It's just much more consistent. But yeah. Out of that? Nothing. I got nothing. You did the right thing, go res refine. That's what's weakest stat, so... Noontime for the healing, sure. It doesn't really matter too much. So they attack -1, you attack -2. You can afford to use any other special too. It should probably be Soul, because they attack -1, you attack -2, they attack -1, and you use Soul. If it's Noontime, they attack -1, you attack -2. You're just wasting a turn, so Soul would be a bit more efficient. Yeah, it would keep your HP up, so it keeps you in Vengeful, which needs to be at 50%. Yeah, fair enough. I don't really see anything I would change. Pretty simple hero. If you do him defensively, I think this is basically it. If you use him offensively, then... Oh, by the way, you could also consider using attack defense solo. Or attack... Well, we don't have attack res solo, but whenever that comes out, attack res solo. Yeah. Yeah, you got a few options. But because Plea and Bow needs to be isolated.
Good luck on Gan, you two.
Ah, you weren't sure about the C slot. Okay, fair enough. Because you have 1 soul skill, you want to use more than 1 soul skill, I would say. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't like him, because as an armor hero, you're always stuck next to allies. So Plea Bow is kind of hard to use on him, but if you can pull it off, just run double souls, I would say.
Go for it.
I hate this unit. She broke my rate every time I summon on Legendary Banners. I hate that. I have so many copies of her. Did you know, chat, that Edelgard is your 2nd most pressed hero? Flame Emperor Edelgard.
For green, specifically.
For greens. Chat, do you know, take a guess, chat, who first place is? I actually find it hilarious because first place is Edelgard as well. Brave Edelgard.
Brave Edelgard, yep.
Yep.
I also hate this unit.
First
So
2 places
understand their pain.
are just Brave and Legendary Edelgard.
Oh my god, this is such a butchered build. What the hell?
Yeah,
I think it just goes to show how much he doesn't like this unit.
well, that's unfortunate because she's a really good unit.
With 9 flowers.
I'm actually confused. Do you like her or do you not like her? I'm so confused this
on the
point.
unit he hates.
Alright,
Oh, that's the epitome of being petty, and I love it.
okay, so here's the thing. You've taken everything good about her and moved it off. So, what's good about her? Attack +3 if unit is not adjacent to an ally. Attack defense -6 on foe during combat, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. I would argue I'd take this over Plegan Axe, because if she's alone, attack defense -6, it's also 19 attack. Plegan Axe technically can provide more attack if you drop their defense, but this is more consistent. And of course, no follow-up means you can open up your B slot. You have DC as well, come on. It opens up your B slot for Raging Storm, which is amazing. The extra move, the extra combat.
Defense Res Solo 3. That's probably a dead Duma.
Yep. Or, yeah, 3. It's Duma.
Yeah.
I said probably because maybe I would hope it's not the case, but maybe.
I don't know why.
Maybe a dead Dusel.
Dusel has 4. So
yeah,
I
it
don't
is
think
true, but
Dusel.
still.
What does
I don't
Dusel
think it's Dusel.
I don't think it's Dusel
Dusel
either.
has Def Res Solo 4.
Yeah.
Lull Attack Defense
Rouse
and Rouse
3.
Def Res.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So it's a Duma that died for some reason. Okay. Yeah.
Not even Bolt Fighter 1.
Edelgard's base build is so hard to beat. I think her best A slot skill is probably still attack res solo. To be honest, she's supposed to just stack up solo skills because that's what she's good at. So yeah, this is interesting. Steady Stance 4 adds another. Your defense is too high, dude. It's 8, 4, 5 at least, and if attack smoke goes off, it becomes 19. Reaching like 80 defense essentially in practice is fun, but it doesn't do anything because you're just taking
silly.
zeros. Yeah, it's just silly. Now, it does matter if you were using her in Ether Raid's defense. But then again, if you do that, you run into other issues, in which case it'd be targeting your res anyways, so. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, I just don't know why.